This breaking news has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry as beloved love and hip-hop star Yandy Smith fights for her life following a catastrophic car crash. This story of tragedy, betrayal and shocking revelations has left the entertainment world reeling, and what we're about to reveal will leave you absolutely stunned. The day began like any other on Buford Highway, but in an instant everything changed. The screech of tires, the sickening crunch of metal, and the horrifying silence that followed marked the moment when Yandy Smith's world came crashing down. Literally, emergency responders arrived to find the reality star unconscious, her vehicle a mangled wreck against a concrete barrier. The severity of her injuries sent ripples of fear through everyone present. Multiple fractures, severe head trauma, and injuries so devastating that medical professionals immediately warned her chances of survival were precariously slim. The news spread through social media like wildfire, leaving fans worldwide in a state of shock and disbelief. But darlings, the crash itself is merely the beginning of a story so scandalous, so filled with betrayal and deception that it would make even the most dramatic reality show storylines pale in comparison. Mendeecees, Yandy's devoted husband, received the call that would shatter his world. Picture this: a man who has stood beside his wife through countless trials, rushing through hospital corridors, his heart pounding with fear and desperation. The sight that greeted him was devastating. Yandy, the strong, vibrant woman he loved, now lying motionless, surrounded by beeping machines and grim-faced medical staff. But the drama unfolding in that hospital waiting room, honey, it was about to reach levels of intensity that nobody could have predicted. Enter Yandy's mother, a force of nature if there ever was one, storming into the hospital like a Category 5 hurricane. The look she gave Mendeecees could have frozen hell itself. You think you're the hero? She practically spat the words at him, her voice dripping with years of pent-up resentment. She's fighting for her life, and you're standing there crying like it's all about you. The family dynamics exploded like a pressure cooker that had been building steam for years. Devin, Yandy's brother, didn't hesitate to add his own venom to the mix. Don't you dare play the victim here, he snarled at Mendeecees, years of distrust evident in every word. She's been dealing with your drama for years, and now look what's happened. The tension in that waiting room was so thick you could cut it with a diamond-encrusted knife. Meanwhile, social media was having an absolute field day with speculation. Theories spread faster than designer knockoffs at a street market. Was this really just a tragic accident, or was there something more sinister at play? Some fans suggested that the pressure of Yandy's relationship with Mendeecees had pushed her to the edge. Others whispered about possible foul play, their theories growing wilder by the minute. But hold on to your Hermes scarves, darlings, because this story was about to take a turn that nobody saw coming. Just as the family drama reached fever pitch, Ems received a mysterious message that would turn this entire situation on its head. Someone claimed to know the truth about the crash, someone who suggested that this was no accident at all. Enter Tasha, Yandy's supposed best friend, bursting into the hospital waiting room like she was carrying the secrets of the universe. I know what happened, she whispered to Mendeecees, her voice trembling with what appeared to be fear. Yandy was targeted. This wasn't just some random accident. The revelation sent shockwaves through everyone present who could possibly want to harm Yandy. And why? But darlings, the plot was about to thicken faster than a bad Botox job. Yandy's mother, who had been watching everything unfold with the keen eye of a seasoned observer, had been Harboring her own explosive secret. Drawing men's aside, she delivered the kind of truth bomb that leaves permanent scars. You think you know everything about her, she hissed, her words cutting through the air like a perfectly sharpened stiletto. There's so much you don't understand about Yandy, about the things she's kept hidden from everyone. Even from you. The tension in that hospital corridor reached levels that would make a Real Housewives reunion look like a kindergarten tea party, and then in a moment that left everyone absolutely gagged, Yandy's mother dropped the ultimate revelation. Tasha, the very same friend who had just played the role of concerned bestie, might be the mastermind behind this entire devastating situation. Can we just take a moment to process this? The betrayal, the audacity, the sheer drama of it all. Messy stood there, his world crumbling around him as he tried to make sense of what he was hearing. Could Tasha, someone who had been part of their inner circle for years, really be capable of such a devastating betrayal? Unable to contain himself any longer, Mendeecees confronted Tasha at her apartment. What happened next was the kind of confession that would make a soap opera writer weep with envy. I never wanted it to go this far, Tasha admitted, tears streaming down her face, but the jealousy, the rage, it consumed me. I couldn't stand watching Yen have everything I ever wanted. Success, love, family. She had it all, and I had nothing. The revelation was like a nuclear bomb detonating in the middle of their perfectly curated social circle. Tasha, driven by pure unadulterated jealousy, had orchestrated this entire terrible situation. The woman who had smiled at family gatherings, who had held Yandy's hand through tough times, who had been trusted with their deepest secrets, had been harboring such darkness in her heart all along. As the truth emerged, the hospital became a battleground of emotions. Yandy's family, already divided by years of tension and unspoken resentments, now found themselves facing an enemy they never saw coming. The betrayal cut deeper than any knife, leaving wounds that might never heal. Back in Yan's hospital room, the machines continued their steady rhythm, monitoring every precious heartbeat as she fought for her life. The strong, confident woman who had built an empire, who had faced countless challenges with unwavering determination, now lay vulnerable and unaware of the chaos erupting around her. The impact of Tasha's confession rippled through their entire social circle like a tsunami of scandal. Friends who had known both women for years were left questioning everything they thought they knew. How long had this jealousy been festering? Were there signs they all missed? And most importantly, how could someone so close to Yandy harbor such devastating intentions? Meanwhile, the medical staff worked tirelessly to stabilize Yandy's condition. The injuries from the crash were severe, multiple surgeries would be needed, and even then the road to recovery would be long and uncertain. The doctors' faces remained grave as they delivered update after update to the family, their words carefully chosen, but their concern evident outside the hospital. Paparazzi gathered like vultures, eager to capture any moment of drama they could sell. The story had become a media sensation, with entertainment news outlets running constant updates and speculation about Yandy's condition and the circumstances surrounding the crash. Social media exploded with messages of support from fans and fellow celebrities alike. Pray for Yandy trended nationwide as people shared their shock and disbelief at the situation, but mixed in with the prayers and well wishes were the inevitable questions and theories about what really happened that fateful day on Buford Highway. The revelation of Tasha's involvement opened a Pandora's box of questions. How had she orchestrated the crash? Who else might have been involved? And perhaps most disturbingly, what other plans might she have had in store for Yandy? The investigation was only beginning, and with each new detail that emerged, the story became more shocking. Mendeecees, trapped in the eye of this emotional storm, struggled to maintain his composure, the weight of everything: his wife's critical condition, the family's accusations, and now this devastating betrayal threatened to crush him. Yet he remained by Yandy's bedside, holding her hand, praying for her recovery, and hoping that somehow their love would be strong enough to survive this ultimate test. As days turned into weeks, the drama showed no signs of subsiding. Tasha's confession had merely scratched the surface of a deeper conspiracy, with hints of other players involved in the background. The police investigation continued, piecing together evidence that suggested this plot had been in motion for months before the actual crash. The impact on Ye's empire was immediate and severe. Business partners hesitated, deals were put on hold, and the future of everything she had built hung precariously in the balance. Yet even as her professional world teetered on the edge, it was the personal betrayal that cut the deepest. In the quiet moments between the drama and chaos, when the hospital corridor grew still and the machines beeped their steady rhythm, the true weight of this tragedy became clear. A woman's life hung in the balance, a family was torn apart, and the bonds of friendship had been shattered beyond repair. As the shocking story continues to unfold, we're left with more questions than answers. Will Yandy survive this devastating ordeal? Can her marriage to Mendeecees weather this storm? What consequences await Tasha for her actions? And perhaps most importantly, what other secrets might still be lurking in the shadows, waiting to come to light? One thing's certain, this saga is far from over. The betrayal, the drama, the shocking revelations, they're all part of a story that continues to evolve, each new development more stunning than the last. As Yandy fights for her life in that hospital bed, the world she knew crumbles around her, rebuilt into something unrecognizable by betrayal, jealousy, and revenge. Stay tuned, darlings, because this story is developing faster than a celebrity marriage, and the next chapter promises to be even more explosive than the last in this real life drama where nothing is as it seems and no one can be trusted. We're all left wondering what shocking revelation will come next, and when Yandy finally opens her eyes, what kind of world will she wake up to? Will she wake up to